One of the things that makes our websites so great is that we have community interaction. Uh, People who visit our website have the ability to make comments on articles or even submit articles on their own, or videos or photos for that matter. Now, one of the things that we need to keep in mind is that these submitted items don't just automatically go online. It requires some interaction from our editorial department to be sure that these items appear. And first of all, we're going to talk about the comments. And you'll find this under Community in your Blox admin, and there's a section there called Comments. And when you get there, you'll see a list of comments that may include pending or approved or denied. By default, it shows them all. Now, I have selected here pending. And this little search bar across the top here allows you to narrow it down. So if you just want to see the pending ones, select pending and hit search, and it'll return just the ones that are pending. Now, it's a good idea to check this periodically, at least daily, if not more often. If you have a fairly active website, you want to check it several times a day. The easiest thing to do is to open up the comment and take a good look at it and see if it's relevant, first of all, to the article, and then second of all, is this a appropriate comment? Is it something that's maybe flaming, trolling? Is it something that possibly has some inappropriate language in it or something like that? So I think just looking at these, you can tell right off whether they are something good or not. In this case, this one just says great editorial, thank you, really easy to approve, and that's all you need to do is change it to the word approved and then save changes. When you do that, the comment will go live and it will appear on the front page of the site. Now, for submitted assets that come in, typically we call this community voice in most of our markets, where the articles that are submitted to the site are put. They're submitted through the interface there on the front page. Now, the easiest way for you to do this, first of all, is to go to Editorial and Assets, just like you would for any other asset. But you want to narrow this down. By default, it shows anything that is not contributed. Okay, and this is one of the reasons why we don't use the contributed flag in content that we put up, because the contributed flag is kind of reserved for information that comes in through the website. But the easiest way to do this is to check this box for contributed and uncheck the box for not contributed. And then under published, we want to make sure we choose unpublished content only, and then click search. And then this will narrow it down and show you only the content that has not yet been published and that was contributed. As you can see, by default, it automatically tags it for the section tag, in this case, Community Voice. Now, I've created a saved search for these down at the bottom, and you can also share these. That's the beauty of the search function here, is that if there's something in here you like to do frequently, in this case contributed unpublished, you can create a new saved search by clicking the little green button here, and then you also have the opportunity of sharing that search with others who also have access to that particular website's admin. So select that, contributed unpublished, I can click search. That's how I named it, was contributed unpublished, and it shows me the articles. Now, the way to make these articles live is to just double click the article, take a good look at it, make sure that it is something appropriate, make sure that if there's any related assets that were submitted, in many cases they submit a photo, that they get approved as well. But take a look at them, make sure that they're formatted correctly. If something looks a little out of place or if the article is inappropriate, obviously you want to just delete it. You may have to make a few edits to it. Some people tend to put in really long first paragraphs. You may want to go in there and take the first couple of sentences and put an extra line break in there for the benefit of how it looks on the front page. But at this point, make sure that the section tag is still correct. It says Community Voice. Now, there's no reason why you couldn't add an additional section tag to this. That's not a problem. You can put it in other sections if you like. Whatever section tag appears at the top is the home section for that article. Okay, so if you want it to be in front of the paywall, it'll have to be Community Voice if you're going to also include it maybe in the news category. But the key here is to click on the Other tab, and notice by default this little flag here called Do Not Publish is checked. Okay, that prevents it from going live until you turn that off and then save and close. Once you do that, the article will go live within just a few minutes, and now everyone can see that content. Hope this has been enjoyable for you. If you have any questions about it, feel free to contact me anytime. Thanks.